Good afternoon, class. Smoking is something terrible that you should never try or encourage somebody else from smoking. My uncle suffered from smoking, but he stopped smoking. So he did not have serious side effects or end results like death. A lot of people still die and suffer too much from smoking, and therefore you should not be smoking or encourage anybody to smoke. Have you ever had a loved one or a friend that you know that smokes and die from it or have some complications with it? Today, I will tell you about why you should not smoke or encourage anybody from smoking. Everyone who smokes say that I'll stop smoking, but they never do. Even if you are not a smoker, you are still in danger of the effects of smoking. I don't think you should smoke because it is unhealthy, it is addicting, and it affects people around you. Do you know how unhealthy smoking cigarettes are? Do you know how unhealthy smoking cigarette is to you and other people? Well, smoking is extremely unhealthy because of the tar that the cigarette has. It fills in your lungs every time you smoke cigarette, and that tar blocks the airspace that the lungs have to have good air. So even if you are exercising, you have trouble breathing because you don't have the good air in your lungs. You have the tar that's populating the lungs, making you have difficulties into breathing. It also causes people to look frail. I've seen people who are 20 years old, but because of smoking, they look twice their age, like 40 or even older than that. Do you know that there are over 7,000 toxic chemicals present in the tobacco? Those are the ones that cause the cancer. Those are the ones that cause complications in the lungs. The longer you smoke, the more chances of having complications you're gonna incur, you're gonna face. If you're a smoker and you stop smoking at the age of 60, you have a high chance of getting complications like cancer. And if you stop at 40, you lessen the chances of having complications. And if you stop at 30 or lower, your complications eliminates slower than the other high years. That's why you should never smoke. And smoking also is addictive. Some people think that they can only have one pack a day, and that's not going to be a problem. They'll end up eventually stop, but they never stop. They say, I'll stop tomorrow. They never stop. People who smoke, they know that it's very unhealthy, but they have failed to smoke because smoking is very addictive. And some people just can't get enough. Have you ever seen a commercial of a guy that was beaten by a shark, but in one hand he had a cigarette? Instead of worrying about his bite, he was worrying about his cigarette. And I've also heard of a friend who has an aunt who says that she smokes 2 packs a day, and sometimes she even call in sick from work because she does not have cigarettes in her pocket. She needs time to go buy cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes is very addictive. Some people call in sick or make up excuses of doing other chores or other tasks because they don't have cigarettes. And some people, they even become angry, agitated because of smoking cigarettes. Some can even get violent because of smoking cigarettes. So smoking cigarette is very dangerous and should not be encouraged. Another thing about smoking is it affects people that are around you. You might say that, oh, I'm smoking and I'm happy, but besides you having complications, other people around you get affected. For women that are pregnant, the smoking that they smoke affects their unborn children, unborn child in their stomach, in their womb. The kids will grow up with deformities and other complications. And other people around you can also get the same effect. They can even develop lung cancer just for being around you. And nowadays, there's many other places where they are that discouraging people from smoking. They even put signs, like this, to discourage people from smoking. And this is one of the pictures that's showing a woman carrying a baby smoking. That goes inside the stomach. Like this picture here, when you smoke, it goes all the way into your body and affecting your lungs, making it harder to breathe. So even if you are smoking and you think you're happy, the people that are next to you, are surrounding you in any public areas, they get affected. Every little cigarette smell that they inhale affects them. And the worst thing that can happen also is that when you continue smoking, you can end up die. And then the people that are around you, your family, gets affected. They ended up having nobody else to support them. Their breadwinner that was taking care of the family is no longer available. So they ended up becoming poor, making it harder to support themselves. In conclusion, people should not smoke. Smoking should be taken seriously. It's very dangerous. It's like a poison that kills you slowly from inside out. You can try to escape it, but it's very addictive. So you should try not even start and try to discourage people from smoking. And another thing is that this smoking that you smoke affects the people that are innocent, the people that are not supporting your habit. And there are many other groups nowadays that are discouraging people from smoking. So what will you do to help in this? Thank you.